Dear student, good morning to all of you. I am LV Singh. I am going to teach you Civics of Standard 8. The name of this chapter is Indian Constitution. I have taught you so many things regarding Indian Constitution. I am going to review, that means going to explain again about all these things which is taught in your first chapter Indian Constitution. Do you know this thing? When our country became free on 15th August 1947, there was no any rules and regulation. The country was governed from the rule of British. No one was capable to make the constitution in very less time. So all of the prominent leaders of our country such as Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and so many other leaders. Those participated in the freedom struggle, they sat together to frame the Indian Constitution. And I have taught you Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of Constituent Assembly and Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the chairperson of drafting committee. All the people, that means prominent leader, studied the constitution of different countries and they compiled all the good things which was in favor of India and that became the Constitution of India altogether. So it is called that Indian Constitution is the largest constitution, the largest constitution of the world, the world. It is the written constitution, that means written constitution. There was some problem in our country and the law was not suitable before the independence and after the independence. So, before independence, problems solved by the people, those were involved in the framing the constitution. That means prominent leader solved the problem which was in India before the independence. After independence, they thought that if we will not remove such type of evil from the society, India cannot progress. It will not come on the path of progress, on the path of development. So many laws made by them, such as laws passed by constitution framer. First, the Dowry Act. The Dowry Act 1961. The second one was that the Prevention Act of sati system. The third one was that Anti-Liquor Act. Number fourth, short laws. These laws were abolished by the Indian leaders. These laws were not suitable in our country. Now these days you can see dowry is the greatest problem in our society. Lot of girls are killed by their parents, that means father and mother, in the pregnancy period. In the stomach of mother, because dowry is on its high level. No one is considered not to take the dowry. That's why father and mother are willing to destroy their female child in the pregnancy period, which is very bad thing for our country. If such type of circumstances will be continued, there will be imbalance in our society. That means female will be less and male will be more. There are such type of problem in some states. You know about already. Have you heard the name of Haryana? Girls are very less in comparison to boys in Haryana. That's why a lot of boys are unmarried in Haryana. So, to maintain this population, dowry act passed by India government after the independence in 1961. Like that, Sati Pratha, that was also very great problem in our society. And liquor, do you know liquor? शराब, वाइन लोग जो पीते हैं उससे समाज खराब होता है. लिवलीहुड में परेशानी होती है. फोर्थ ग्रेडेड वर्कर्स जो होते हैं पैसे कमाते हैं और शाम में ज्यादा पैसे पीने में खर्च कर देते हैं. अपने बच्चों पत्नी को घर चलाने के लिए पैसे नहीं देते हैं. इसीलिए गवर्नमेंट ने एंटी लिक्वर एक्ट पास किया. द लास्ट salt system, do you know this thing? Indians were not allowed to make the salt from the water of sea. Gandhiji started his yatras. To make the laws, he started this yatra from the Sabarmati ashram and reached near the sea. And he made the salt from his hand. This way, salt law act broken by the Gandhiji. Now people were free to make laws themselves, salt themselves. So lot of laws were made in our constitution according to need of time. Now we are going to study other thing. That means regarding the constitution. Because I have taught each and everything. It is the revision. So many questions I have given you. That's why I am explaining it again and again. It will enable you to solve all the problems. Now regarding the constitution. Do you know this thing? Constitution. Constitution of India. There is constitution, two type of constitution. There are two type of constitution. One is the written constitution. Written constitution. Example of written constitution. Example, do you know India? Indian Constitution and USA जिसको हम अमेरिकन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बोलते हैं. Constitution and the American Constitution both are the written constitution. But Indian Constitution is the largest constitution, bulkiest constitution in the world, because lot of matters are included in the Constitution of India. Different countries' constitution is studied by the people of India, and that all good things were included in one paper, one book, which was called the Constitution. And it is the book which enables all the government, provincial government and the central government to run the country smoothly. It is the benefit of the Constitution. The second one is that unwritten Constitution. Unwritten Constitution. Example, have you heard the name of Great Britain? Great Britain. In short, it is not. It is called UK. That means United Kingdom. So these are the two type of constitution. One is called the written constitution and other is called the unwritten constitution. UK, Great Britain, that is the country which ruled over India for a long time. Their constitution is unwritten. That constitution is traditional. That constitution is convenience for their people. But Indian constitution is the written constitution. Under this constitution, lot of fundamental rights. I have told you fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. It is given in our constitution. These are the 6 fundamental rights. The other one is that fundamental duties. Fundamental duties. It is 10 in number. And third is that National Human Rights Commission. National Human Rights Commission. It works in India from 1993. So these are the important things in our constitution. Fundamental right and fundamental duties both are reciprocal, opposite of each other. One can help the others. As for example, I have given you in fundamental rights, you have rights to walk on the road freely. But it is your duty, you have to look after or pay attention. No one can be hindered by you. If you will take one step and moving around you, it is not your duty. Other will be hurt from your activities, from your behavior. That's why walking on the road is your fundamental right. Paying attention towards the convenience of the people, it is your fundamental duty. If there is any problem in the country over the people of India, there is National Human Rights Commission. They look after, watch the activity of the strongest person in the society, how they are behaving with the weaker section. If they torture or exploit the weaker section or the marginalized people, National Human Rights Commission will take action against such type of people. Now the last one is that means what are the main key features of Indian Constitution? I am going to explain it. Do you know this thing? There are 7 key features of the Indian Constitution. I am going to explain for your knowledge. It will help you to solve all the question which is given in your first chapter, that means Indian Constitution. Key feature. Key feature of Indian Constitution. Constitution. Do you know this thing? There are 7 key features of Indian Constitution. We have to study one by one. Pay attention. Feature is that written Constitution. First one is that written Constitution. Written Constitution. After writing these features, I will explain one by one. The second one is rigid. Rigid as well as flexible. The third one is that federalism. Fourth one is power sharing. Power sharing. The next one is that secularism. Now, you know this thing, written Constitution means Indian Constitution provide rules to govern the country. The second one is that rigid as well as flexible. I have taught you we can amend any law with simple majority. With a simple majority, that is called the flexible. And some laws are amended by 2/3 of majority. 2/3 of majority of looks of both houses. Can be written both houses means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. That's why this constitution is called rigid as well as flexible. Things or laws which can be amended very easily is called the flexible, and the laws amended by 2/3 majority of the MPs in the government, that is called the rigid, because without 2/3 of majority we cannot remove anyone. Any laws. Federalism. Do you know this thing? There are two types of government in our country. One is the central government and other is that what? State government. A state government. So, laws passed by central government will be followed by the state government. So it is called the federal system. There is two tier of government. That means two tier of government. That means central government and the state government. So it is called the two-tier government. Now come to the point, power sharing. Do you know this thing? There are three main organs of the government. That means three parts: legislature, executive, and the judiciary. Do you know this thing? Legislature means all the MPs, all the MLAs elected by the people of India, they are compelled to make the suitable law for their people. That's why they are called the legislature. Their duty is to make the laws. Now, on other hand, after this process, it is coming executive. From the member of parliament or from the member of legislative assembly, some people are appointed as different ministers. And their duty is to implement the laws passed by Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, or the legislative assembly. That is their duty. So they are called the executive. The other one, last one, judiciary is the most powerful, strongest organ of the government. It can check the work of legislative and executive, which is not suitable for the people of country. Our the laws which is controversial, that will be banned, stopped for the implementation in the country. The last, secularism. We have to study secularism. Do you know this thing? Secularism is the important thing in our constitution. No any state or the central government has power to blame the people, compel the people. You have to follow this religion. You are free to choose any religion. You can opt any religion according to your choice, which is called the secularism. India is known as birthplace of different religions. Do you know this thing? Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, Jainism, and so on. These are the different religions followed by the people of India. No one can compel to follow other religions. Suppose that you are following Hinduism, you cannot compel to follow the Islam. If you are following Islam, you cannot compel by the state government as well as the central government regarding the Buddhism. So it is called the secularism. When India became free, Constitution accepted India as a secular state. It is the beneficial for the people of India. The sixth one is fundamental right. Fundamental rights. Do you know this thing? There are six fundamental rights in our constitution, which helps the people to avail their rights. If fundamental rights were not contained in the constitution, people will not be free to get their rights. So fundamental rights, I have taught you so many things, so many acts passed by the government regarding the fundamental rights. The last one is I have taught you fundamental duties. Fundamental duties. I have explained you fundamental rights and fundamental duties are reciprocal in our constitution. One helps the other to work nicely for the upliftment of the society. Suppose you have right to follow any religion according to your own opinion. So like that, you have to not compel others to follow the religion, other religion. So it is called the fundamental rights. The last one is that fundamental duties. I have told you are speaking, it is the example with each other reciprocal. You are speaking anything because your fundamental right. With that, it is your fundamental duty. You should not speak such type of word which will hurt the other people. You have to respect your elders, greatest person. It is called the duties. So these are the important key features of our Indian Constitution. I have explained each and everything in all the lectures. Now this lecture, this chapter is completed by me, and I have overviewed each and every point in this lecture. Your duty is to complete all the answer question. Well, we will meet together physically. I will check your each and every answer. If there will be problem, again I will solve your problem. Thank you. Happy nice day. We will meet again. Okay, all the best.